like a flip phone. Underdog, 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 crypto. Look at my bank account. Just flip my bag, I'm a millionaire, crypto. Play with pennies, I got plenty pennies. Now your boy really bought it to a millionaire. Took a Benji, made another Benji. In a week, in a month, I'm a millionaire.
Play with pennies. I got plenty of pennies. Now your boys can become a millionaire. What's going on is the Underdog Research Channel. My little intro is to give you the mindset to hear about something that we need to hear about in the space of crypto. And you might be here for different reasons. Maybe you saw my logos for Animoca Brands. Maybe you saw my logo for zkMe. Maybe you saw my logo for Hoppy, but I'm about to talk to you about an important topic. Now, when we look at this image, some of you came here for different reasons, but the commonality is that you may not know about all these things here. And I want to be the provider of information for you. I want to give you something special. And today I think I've done that by telling you about this conversation. Moca Coin. Maybe you've never heard of it, but it is a part of Animoca Brands, a $6 billion company, which is #1 in the space of Web3. It's too difficult for me to try to tell you about Moca, because in order for me to tell you about Moca, it would be equivalent to me telling you to describe for me every vehicle ever made that's considered an automobile. Now, you generally can tell me about the type of vehicle you have, but there's Ford, there's Hyundai, there's Chevrolet, there's all different types of brands under different companies. Animoca Brands is just like that. It is the #1 leader in the Web3 space. So their hands are in over 570 companies and just investments and other things that they do to help build and grow the space. But they have a lot of different things that they do. But one of the things that I think you need to know about is Moca. Mocaverse, Moca Coin. Now, what are we talking about when I say this? Digital identity ownership and digital property rights. These are concepts that we have lost. When's the last time you went to a bank and the bank said, thank you for putting money in the bank. We're going to use your information to give to other banks and give you pre-approvals for credit cards, and we're going to pay you for it. When's the last time you went to the DMV and you said, thank you for coming to the DMV. We're going to give you a driver's license. But before we do that, we're going to ask for your permission to use your data, and because we're going to give it to the government for other purposes and might use it to make money and profit off that. When's the last time you went to a place and applied for a loan and they didn't ask you for your social security number, but they already had a lot of data, because they tell you in order to get discounts, you got to put in your information. Go to the grocery store, go any place, and use their members card and services. You have to put in your data. Aren't you tired of the data breaches that come with that? How many times have you heard your data has been breached? That Experian, Equifax, TransUnion, you have to go and freeze your account. You have to go and look for 6 to 7 months. They'll pay for free credit monitoring because someone got your data. Well, enough is enough, Animoca Brands says. They said, enough is enough. What if we can give people back the ownership of their data, make it more secure? What if we can give you value back that you've been groomed to believe you shouldn't have? What if we were helping you? And we can help them by being a part of our large ecosystem in Web3, but particularly this is what we'll do. With the help of our partners like zkMe, who are the leaders in this space as well, we're going to help them get their identity back. You see, ZK Identity Layer builds identity oracles that leverage the power of zero-knowledge proofs to enable secure, self-sovereign, private credential verifications. Now, this is important because in this day and age, we can take the power back, but also get value. Companies paid you for your data instead of you giving it up for free. That's what they're doing. So that is what we're talking about. Now, in this same picture, I want you to know I put here for you to see is a project also that I talk about at time, a meme coin called Hoppy. Now, there is right now no connection, no connectivity between Hoppy and Animoca Brands. Really, what this is a way of me talking to the people who run the project to say maybe there should be. You see, if value is to change from a utility project such as zkMe, which processes millions of transactions, to a meme coin that is no intrinsic value, then there must be a collaborative effort to give value to the people. And Hoppy, along as other ones of social tokens like it, give value to the people because the network of the people within it have a community. But what if it did more? See, I have a vision that I want to share with you, and I'm going to start doing these videos like this and have conversations to the consumer, that is you who purchases these tokens, and the companies and creators and devs who make, issue, promote their tokens, to find ways to create value where no value is, and to build branches between community, social tokens, and utility. And I think Hoppy could be a great example for that. From my research I've seen, Animoca Brands here, a $6 billion company, I've seen the power of their chairman, Yatsu. He has done a lot for the space. I've seen them in the metaverse. I've seen them create things such as Lamborghini, which is creating a metaverse space that they use to promote and build community. A token that can be used in game, a symbol similar to the social tokens. Now, I imagine just one thing. I imagine a world and a time where we have value because we seek out and obtain value. I believe that this project, zkMe and Hoppy, could be leaders if they just get together and talk in these spaces. zkMe is a utility and it has the backing of Animoca Brands. Hoppy is a social network token and it has the backing of a community of people who believe in the Hoppy vibes, the energetic social community that comes with it. It's not tangible. It's not valuable from the standpoint of monetary. What does it do? It builds people from the inside out. And that's what I see. So my thing is, if we had Hoppy collaborate with Animoca Brands and come under that wing, it would be mutually beneficial for both of these companies. If you believe in Moca or Animoca Brands, and you believe that digital identification is important, and you want to hear topics such as this, I'm going to be giving you that on this platform. But if you want to go above and beyond, ask for more. Tag companies like Animoca Brands and Hoppy devs and leaders. Tag them and say, we want more. How can we take our tokens, put them in the ecosystem of Animoca Brands, and use things like zkMe to have identification? What if we used Hoppy to do votes? What if we use Hoppy to do things to have value, connect with payment systems, with digital identification? What if we could prove who we are using our Hoppy tokens? That would give it an advantage, and it also would give it utility. That is what I see. Now, folks, I know there's a lot to talk about with this, so I want to give you an opportunity to look into it with me. Check out my platform where I'll be talking about Animoca Brands and upcoming zkMe and the Moca token. And I'm going to be talking about these on my private platform and also my public platform on YouTube and X. If you like value like this, then subscribe and be a part of the new wave of being there first by not seeing the hype, but seeing the value. Why would a researcher look at a cryptocurrency of value, intrinsic value, and a social token with no intrinsic value and discuss them just as passionately? Because I see the network effects that can occur when both communities come together. And it's my job as an educator in this space to help you to see the value and then to demand more for yourself. At the end, if you win, I win. We all win. So let's win together. Thanks for watching. This has been the Underdog Research Channel.
Underdog crypto. Look at my bank account. Just look my bag, I'm a millionaire crypto. Play with pennies, I got plenty pennies. Now your boy really bought it to a millionaire. Took a Benji, made another Benji. In a week, in a month, I'm a millionaire.
Was secured